Welcome to the Elite Experience Grant Edition. So today we are going to cover everything that you need to know before you apply for that grant opportunity. So the last time we covered how to know if your nonprofit is grant ready or not. So today we're going to look at how to know, not how to know, but how to everything you need to know before now you apply for the grant. So there are three things you need to know. The first one is ensuring that there is alignment between your nonprofit and the funder and between the your project and the grant opportunity that you want to apply for. So alignment with the funder is more about like your nonprofit being in the kind of the organization that the funder is looking to fund in particular that particular grant application. So, for example, you will find that every nonprofit has specific organizations that they allow to seek for the opportunity to be funded in every specific grant opportunity that they give to the world. So yeah, you have to ensure that your nonprofit is among the those that are allowed to fund to apply for that grant opportunity. The second thing is about alignment is about the project now. So for every grant opportunity, they give you the kind of project that they are looking to fund. So yeah, you ensure that your project is aligned with the theme of that particular funding phase and also the priorities that the funder is looking to be promoting in that particular grant opportunity. The second thing that you need to ensure is in place before applying for that grant opportunity is making sure that you meet all the requirements that the funder has put in place for that grant opportunity. So meeting the requirement is more about like before you apply for that grant, you have to make sure that you meet all the requirements. So the requirement can be something like the size of your nonprofit, the kind of project you are looking to bring into the reality. It can also be like the kind of team that you have to have put in place, the size of the project that you are looking to to be funded for, and also the the size of the like the kind of revenue that you are operating on at the moment. So yeah, it's mostly about like you have to ensure that for every requirement you meet all the requirements, because in case you don't meet any of the requirements, that will be one of the reasons that your grant proposal will be disqualified. So here it is mostly about making sure that you meet all the requirements that have been put in place. So the requirements you'll mostly find them when you are looking at that grant opportunity. So at first you'll have the guidelines and now the requirements. So it's more about ensuring that for every requirement you meet it satisfactorily. the last thing you need to know before you apply for that grant opportunity is that you have to reach out to the program officer of that particular, either if it is a foundation, you reach out to the program officer of that foundation. If it is let's say if it is a state grant or a federal grant, now they always give you a point of contact. So make sure that before you even apply for that grant, that you reach out to that person whose contact has been given in the at the point where you can ask questions, like you can ask what kind of organization they are looking to fund. Like now, it is more about like looking for clarification. If anything is not clear, if anything is not clear to you, or if something is confusing you. So, and also the other thing is that when you reach out to the program officer or the point of contact in that for that grant opportunity, it also it also allows you to know the process of that grant application. So, for example, recently there was a grant that I was looking to apply, and now before we applied for that grant, we realized that it was a private foundation. Now, when we reach out to the program officer, we realized that it was a private foundation. So, our private foundation now, she made it clear to us that before we even begin writing the grant, we have to send them the letter of inquiry. Like, we have to inquire whether we can apply for the grant or not. So that saves you a lot of saves you from taking a lot of effort and then realizing later that all the effort you had taken was just for nothing. Like, it was not required, or it was not even necessary. So those are the three things that you need to look for when applying for, before now you even apply for that grant opportunity that you have chosen, that you will be seeking. So the summary for today is that before you apply for that grant opportunity, the first thing is that you have to ensure for non-profit and your project is aligned with the funder mission and theme and priorities, and then on the other hand, your project is aligned with the specific kinds of the specific kind of project that funder is looking to be financially supporting through that grant opportunity. The second thing is that you have to make sure that you meet all the requirements for that grant opportunity. And now the final thing is that you have to be in touch with the program officer or the point of contact before you even apply for that grant opportunity. So those are the three things that you need to know before applying for that grant opportunity. So that's all for today. And next week it will be what to do after applying for that grant opportunity. Like, after you have submitted your opportunity, the steps you need to take after doing that. So I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.